when you're stuck for life on a garbage scow. Only 40 feet long from stern to prow, and a crackpot in the bow. Wow, roof! The plank's a roof, and the wind is roof, and the master's drunk and mean and droof.
What is going on? Hello and welcome. My name is Nick Flip. I'm a composer and a vocalist, and we're going to be looking at Sunday in the Park with George, part number 3. So far, it's a very rich show, and there's a lot to look into to analyze it, but it's been really interesting for me to listen to. Really enjoying it so far. It's like a puzzle of a show that every little piece paints another picture. Pretty cool. So if you've been enjoying the react so far, please hit a like on the video. It helps with the algorithms. And also, if you really like the content, check out my Patreon, which you can vote on what react series we do next. All right, let's get into it. This is Stephen Sondheim's Sunday in the Park with George, part number 3. Let's do it.
For you?
I studied you from afar.
No.
When?
Where were?
Weird.
I want to see.
Someday
Good.
you shall.
Weird.
When?
Good day.
Well, he did not so much as ask.
No respect for a person's privacy.
Why
Yeah.
not sit for it anyway?
Probably that's why he did not ask.
Little
Good
wood block there.
afternoon.
Oh,
Hello.
they spoke.
Lesson number 8.
Yes, I am. Pronouns. My writing is improving. I even keep notes in the back of the book.
Good for you.
How long has it been?
How is your painting coming along?
It seems like it's been a long time.
Slowly.
Do you find you're getting more work done now that you have fewer distractions in the studio?
Sad. I would say it's not his choice.
It has been quiet there.
Dot, I made your favorite.
Good day.
Cream puffs?
I thought this was red, but now I'm just thinking it's painting.
If the head was smaller, if the tail were longer, if we faced the water, if the paws were hidden, if the neck was darker, if the back was curved, more like the parasol. Bum,
head
bum,
voice?
bum, 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 bum. More shade, more tail, more grass. Would you like some more grass? Roof, roof, thanks. The week has been roof.
Roof.
When you're stuck for life on a garbage scow, only 40 feet long from stern to prow, and a crackpot in the bow. Wow, roof! The plank's a roof, and the wind is roof, and the master's drunk and mean and droof, droof.
What is going on? He's becoming a dog, but he's not a dog. That's like me when I talk to my cat. Hey, meow, how are you? That's how I talk to my cat always, actually. But he's really getting into character. I'm just getting a little confused. Why? The dog changed also. Just want to let everyone know that. So part of me always thought that this is like all happening with his imagination. Or at least parts of the show randomly enter his imagination. Especially when people aren't in the scene. Like the tree disappearing wasn't in the scene. And also, sorry, with other people involved. And now the dog isn't a people. So maybe that's why the dog changed. Just interesting to me. Just two things that have changed. Literally, like the tree getting disappeared and the dog literally changing and adding more grass. Like things in the setting that have actually changed when he is alone. Just interesting things. I'm gonna go back to this. Why are you becoming a dog?
Wow, wow, roof.
Roof!
Planks are roof, and the wind is roof, and the master's drunk and mean and roof, roof. With the fish and scum and planks and ballast, the nose gets numb and the paws get calloused. And with splinters in your ass, you look forward to the grass on Sunday. The day hoof,
Hoof!
hoof, hoof, hoof.
Hoof! It's a high hoof, by the way.
The grass needs to be thicker, perhaps a few weeds, and some ants if you would. I love fresh ants. Roaming around on Sunday, poking among the roots and rocks. Nose to the ground on Sunday, studying all the shoes and socks. Everything's worth it Sunday, the day off. Bits of pastry, piece of chicken. Here's a handkerchief that somebody was sick in. There's a thistle, that's a shallot. That's a dripping from the loony with the palate. For the day on Sunday. For my lady's lap at last. Yep, and away on Sunday.
Sunday!
You forget the week just passed. Yep, everything's worth it Sunday. The day off. Yep, stuck all week on a lady's lap. Nothing to do but yawn and nap. Can you blame me if I yap? Nope. There's only so much attention a dog can take. Being alone on Sunday. Rolling around in mud and dirt. Begging a bone on Sunday.
Let me stop for a second. Okay. It's like a weirdly jazzy. There's no way to describe this song to any normal human being. I'm like thinking about some things I like to think about sometimes is like how singable is the song, which is just kind of fun to like think about. This song seems to be actually probably, maybe, could be one of the most ambitious audition songs you can possibly have. If it's like an audition that has no like requirements on like show or whatever, and you maybe even like have to sort of be a comedic role. It could be an audition for a comedic role. And then you're like, what are you auditioning with? Dog Song from Sunday in the Park with George. I think everyone would be like, what? That could be the most ambitious song ever. I mean, he has become two different dogs as a human, and they both have very different ways of talking and communicating and singing. You have to become the dog. Like he is both dogs at the same time right now. It's almost like when I sort of when I sing like music. Sometimes I have like students and whatnot. I work with 4-part harmony, and so sometimes I'll be like, I don't know, what's an example? Like, what is that? Good news, I got a crown up into that kingdom. Ain't it that good? Ain't it that good news? I got a crown up into that kingdom. Bum. Ain't it that good news? Ain't it that good news? I gotta lay down. And I'm like bass. I'm like soprano. He has become literally both parts at the same time, and it's seamless for him. Which to me is like, I see that in him as an artist. He's just communicating what is coming through his mind in real time. But my question is, why? Why is this happening? I know he's drawing, but I guess for him, he needs to become the character to draw. And maybe that's why everyone has their own personality. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's like an interesting way to storytell. Because really, all this stuff is going on, but really nothing has gone on in like, besides his narrative.
Begging a bone on Sunday, settling for a spoiled dessert. Everything's worth it Sunday, the day off. Something fuzzy, something furry, something pink that someone tore off in a hurry. What's the muddle in the middle? That's the puddle where the poodle did the piddle.
Very interesting song. So I think purpose for that song for me is that that did help explain that this a lot of this show, I don't know how much, but a lot of this show is like mental for George. Like it's like a mental depiction of what is happening with George to tell his story of what's happening on Sunday with him. It's a very interesting way to storytell. And now this character gets his own personality.
Sunday, now that the dreary week is dead.
Or not.
Getting away on Sunday brightens the dreary week ahead. Everyone's on display on Sunday.
The day off.
Bonnet flapping, bustle sliding, like a rocking horse that nobody's been riding. There's a daisy and some clover, and that interesting fellow looking over. One day is much like any other, listening to her snap and a drone.
Still, Sunday with someone's dotty mother is better than Sunday with your own. Mothers may drone, mothers may whine. Tending to his, though, is perfectly fine. It pays for the nurse that is tending to
I
mine. On Sunday, my day off.
This is just ridiculous.
Oh, why shouldn't we fish?
No one will notice us anyway.
Jazzy.
Where?
Soldiers.
Alone.
What did I tell you?
Well, don't ever talk
I guess they
about
couldn't
the
afford a
fish.
second soldier in the cast.
It's a beautiful day for fishing.
What do you think? I like the one in the light hat.
Rita!
Oh, no.
Rita! Not now, Louise. I want to play.
Go away, Louise. We are not working today.
Let's go throw stones at the ducks.
Louise, do not throw
Kinda
stones
bad,
at the
terrible.
ducks.
Why not?
You know why not, and you know this is our day off, so go find your mother and throw some stones at her, why don't you?
Franz! Franz!
Jeez. Go find your mother and go throw stones at her. What? Oh my goodness. Well, you probably can't say that. And also, he is choking her. How did he just become a terrible person? Like, I know he was like he's supposed to be sort of like salacious and stuff at the beginning, but no, he just became like a terrible human being. Terrible human being. He's choking his daughter, saying go throw stones at your mother. Although he did say don't throw stones at ducks, so maybe he's a good person. If you're a person that respects, like in shows, the animals of the show more than the humans, then you think he's a good guy right now. Versus the other people.
Why don't you?
Franz! Franz!
Like, one human was harmed in the making of this. 0 ducks were harmed in the making of this.
Selling.
Good, go! Yeah, relax.
Second butter.
She...
If you're listening on good headphones, I do think they had a stereo setup for the miking of this, and I just hear like in the backs of my ear like little tiny clicks and like the horns of they're on the right side, and I just hear surround of this. It's very well produced.
Looks for me.
He is bursting to go.
Near the fountain.
I could let him.
How to manage it.
No. You know, Franz,
Huh?
I believe that artist is drawing us.
Who?
The cello in my right ear.
Monsieur's friend.
Monsieur would never think to draw us. We are only people he looks down upon. I should have been an artist. I was never intended for work.
Artists work, Franz. I believe they work very hard.
Work?
That's true.
We work. We serve their food. We carve their meat. We tend to their house. We polish their silverware.
Food we serve, we also eat.
For then we wash and brush, pipe and wax.
Franz, relax.
While he creates, we scrape their plates and dust their knickknacks, hundreds to the shelf. Work is what you do for others, Liebchen. Art is what you do for yourself.
True. True.
Working on Sunday? Again? You should give yourself a day off.
Why?
You must
Sunday
need time to replenish.
is his day.
Or does your well
to work.
never run dry? Drawing my servants. Certainly, George, you could find more colorful subjects.
Who should I be sketching?
How about that pretty friend of yours? Now, why did I see her arm in arm with the baker today?
The baker.
She is a pretty subject.
Yes.
This guy's the worst, dude. Sorry for the... This guy's the worst. Who does that? Oh, I saw your lady with another man. What's going on there? It's like, no one... Don't talk to me about it. Why would you do that? You suck.
Your life needs spice, George.
That's
Go to some
rude,
parties.
too.
That is where you will meet prospective buyers, have some fun. The work is bound to reflect the
You
fact
don't
that-
like my work, do you, Jules?
I did once.
You find it too tight.
People are talking about your work. You have your admirers.
I am using a different brush stroke
Always changing. Why keep changing?
because I do not paint for your approval.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And I suppose
Couldn't have
that
said
is
it better
why I
myself.
like you. Good to see you, George.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have nothing to say about that. Mm-hmm.
Jules, I would like you to come to the studio sometime, see the new work.
For my approval.
No, for your opinion.
Oh, that's so cool.
Very well.
You and me, pal, we're the loonies. Did you know that?
He changed his
Bet you
outfit?
didn't know that.
Wasn't he in
Can't we
brown?
tell them
Oh,
that?
no, he's in the same. Right?
Who are you drawing? Who the hell you think you're drawing? Me? You don't know me. Go on drawing. Since you're drawing only what you want to see anyway. One eye, no illusion that you get with two. One for what is true, one for what suits you. Deny your wrong conclusion, all you artists do. I see what is true. Sitting there looking everybody up and down, studying every move like you see something different, like your eyes no more. You and me, pal, we're society's fault.
Jeez. These random wins.
Hello, George.
Oh,
Where
look
did
who's
you
back.
go, George? I know you're near, George. I
Aw.
caught your eyes, George.
She's such a good singer, it's
I
crazy.
want your ear, George. I've a surprise, George.
Why do you think about him?
Everybody loves Louis. Louis, simple and kind.
Louis the Baker. That's her surprise for George. Listen, I'm no gift giver, but I think that's a terrible surprise.
Everybody loves Louis. Louis lovable.
Louis!
Seems we never know, do we? Who we're going to find. And Louis
Wow.
the Baker is not what I had in mind. But Louis is really an artist. Louis' cakes are an art. Louis isn't the smartest. Louis is popular. Everybody loves Louis. Louis bakes from the heart.
That's called a tritone. It's just weird that we're really outlining that tritone in such a heavy way because that's like a not very pretty interval. And it's not very pretty because there's a lot of tension involved in it, and it's just interesting. Why sort of at the pinnacle of the phrase we're hitting that tritone, almost like this tritone is maybe supposed to resemble falsehood, regret maybe, I'm just trying to think, like, why would this be outlined? That doesn't sound good if it was like, the heart, and it's like, that's nice, but, and even, you know, those both could work in that setting, but because we're here, it's like, why would you outline a very tension-filled interval? That's twice we've heard that.
Everybody loves Louis. Louis begs from the heart.
And outlined.
The bread, George. I mean the bread, George.
Oh, the
And then
bread.
in bed,
Okay, oh, okay. All right, relax.
I mean he needs me. I mean like George.
Say dough?
Hello, George. Louis is always so pleasant. Louis is always so fair. Louis makes you feel present. Louis is generous. That's the thing about Louis. Louis always is there. Louis' thoughts are not hard to follow. Louis' art is not hard to swallow. Not that Louis' perfection, that's what makes him ideal. Hardly anything worth objection. Louis drinks a bit, Louis blinks, Louis makes a connection. That's the thing that you feel.
Mm-hmm.
We lose things, and then we choose.
I like this medley. It's very nice.
And there are Louis.
If I had to say,
And there are Georges.
I'll go back. If I had to name like a theme, a central theme for this show so far, I would say it's this one. This one feels like the main theme. I feel like we started with it. I've heard it before. I'm talking about now, and it's nice. It's a nice, like, every time I hear it, I'm like, oh, it's nice. It hits my heart a little bit. How about you?
We choose things.
Such like a
And
melancholy.
there are Louis. And there are Georges. Well, Louis and George.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, we heard this before.
But George has George. And I need someone. Louis. Everybody loves Louis. Him as well as his cakes. Everybody loves Louis, me included, George. Not afraid to be gooey. Louis sells what he makes. Everybody gets along with him. That's the trouble. Nothing's wrong with him. Louis has to beg his way. George can only beg his.
Wait a minute. That was interesting. Huh. That's where the tritone was supposed to happen again, but it did the thing I said that would be better. It did, instead of bap, bap, sorry, it did. So this is called a perfect fifth. That's a very good, like, it's a super normal interval. Like, you hear it everywhere, even in this chord. You know, it's in so many different things, but the tritone, it's not. That's a tension-filled interval. So instead, when she said, Louis da 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 da, George da 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 da, it fixed it. There's no coincidences for a skilled composer like Sondheim. That's not a coincidence. As I was saying before, every line that mentioned Louis had tension. As soon as George is mentioned, no tension. Boom, boom, boom. So cool. Listen to it.
That's the trouble. Nothing's wrong with him. Louis has to beg his way. George can only beg his.
Me? Oh, and that's the last note she sings too, is the fix. Cause I was like, if she really goes and makes that super apparent, then that is noteworthy. If it's not then maybe it can be not like a mistake, but maybe it's just like a thing that happens in the song, whatever. But because the song ends on that to me that makes it apparent, because it's the ending. It's the last note she sings. So I think we're onto something for that one, because that's for it to end the song. That's the last note he wrote for the song. Song ends. Boom. It's the fix. So I think that's pretty cool. That's George. That's Louis. Which one sounds better to you? Or interesting. Oh, I love Sondheim. It's like a brain puzzle every time you listen. Which is also the terrible thing about Sondheim. The thing about Sondheim, I've said this in a different video, but he respects you as a listener. Like, even if you're not like a music theorist, or you don't have a master's degree in music education, and you haven't spent a lot of time working on, music in your life, Sondheim makes it so you feel the things he is conveying, but he does it in a way that doesn't waste your time. He does it in a consumable way, and he respects you to understand it. He doesn't dumb it down for the average listener. He respects you as a person. He expects everyone to come to his shows and leave understanding why the music was written that way. And I think he does a great job with that. I mean, to me, it's super complex, but you don't need to know that. You can still understand it and feel like you're enriched by the music. So I think he writes for the contemporary listener to feel the high quality of like enriching music. So really, really awesome stuff. I hope I'm right about that. I mean, you guys tell me if I'm over analyzing, or if you feel like that's something that's pretty cool. I think even if I'm wrong or whatever, the fun thing is there's ways to experience music that isn't just listening. Like, a lot of people listen to music and go, that's nice, and that's that. But for me, I'm like, wow, what value can I derive from the amazingness of this art? And this is just I'm wrapping up the video, but I remember one commenter a long time ago said that's just a terrible way to listen to music. Like, music doesn't have to be analyzed every time you listen to it. And for me, it's just like, yeah, but that's what makes it fun to me. And that might not be your version of fun. But for me, I find it to be interesting and captivating. And every time I consume art, I try to get in the mind of the composer. And I think that's the most fun part about it, is I love, a lot of different musicians, and Sondheim is a composer I've learned to love. And for me to just enter his mind is almost like the same thing we're seeing with George here, is we're kind of entering George's mind through this musical. And that's the artist, obviously, that we're in the mind of the artist at the same time. So through art, we almost become our idols and our artists that we love. So that, I just wanted to put that little nuance into that idea. But anyway, thank you so much. You guys are, if you made it this far, you made it through that rant. God, you're epic. You're so cool. You can use the code word in the chat to let me know that you're cool. And if your comment says the word somewhere in it, the word potato, then I know you made it to this part of the show. That means that you're my people. You get me. All right, that's going to be the react. Appreciate you guys, and I will catch you on the flip side. If you can, leave a comment. If you can, leave a like. It helps with the algorithms, and I appreciate you very much for being here. All right, that's going to be the react. Catch you in the next one. Bye. And a huge thank you to all of my patrons. All of you make this possible. I appreciate all the support.